YouTube vinyl community, Beach Boys fans, random people on the internet. My name is Giggens, and we're here today for another episode of Hey, Look at That Beach Boys Thing. It's the series where I show you things from my collection of the Beach Boys that I think you might dislike. There's no other way to show them off, so I thought I'd do a series where we just kind of show things off. And we've got CDs, an 8-track, and a record here today. So up first is a copy of Still Cruisin' on CD. And this thing has been long out of print, it's never been reissued, and it's not on any streaming services. So for a lot of people, this album doesn't exist, and the only way to find it is to pick up a physical copy of it. And I love this. I mean, Still Cruisin' for me is a really decent album. There's a lot of good songs on here, and the more you play it, the more you're like, wow, there really is some decent stuff on this thing. And you know, yeah, it's got Kokomo, and it's got Island Girl, and it's got the classics, but it's also got Make It Big and Still Cruisin' on there, which are fantastic late 80s songs. So I put this in a new case because the old case was a little beat up, but yeah, really a pretty awesome find. So now that completes my Still Cruisin' collection. I've got it on cassette, record, and CD, so Still Cruisin' after all these years. Up next, we've got California Girls, released in 1987, and I had no idea some of these were actually released on CD. I knew they were on tape and vinyl, but never knew they were actually on CD. So this is the abridged version of Summer Days and Summer Nights. There's only 10 songs out of the 12, but very cool to find this. It originally came in a long box, and the long box is obviously long gone, but really pretty cool to find this. I also put this in a brand new case as well because the case was kind of beat up. So this has a new home and a nice shiny new case. But yeah, for a CD from 1987, it's actually in phenomenal condition. It sounds okay. There's parts where it's kind of muddy, but that's because they were kind of figuring out CDs still at that point. So I mean, it's 30 odd years old. What do you want? But yeah, California Girls. Very, very cool. Up next, we've got a very awesome copy of the Beach Boys in concert on 8-track. This is an RCA Records Club edition on the white shell, and I just love the way this looks with that sort of blue border around the album cover. It says Beach Boys in Concert, RCA Music Service Edition. It's got the Brother Records Reprise logo on there. It says Brother Reprise, and then some information about Warner Brothers distribution in Burbank. Here's the bottom. And the back. Yeah, love this thing. It's so cool. Due to programming, there was 35 seconds of silence between program 4 and 1. Interesting. And last but certainly not least, thank you so much to everyone who's been watching this new series I've been doing, because on one of my most recent videos of this, I talked about the Beach Boys 20 Golden Greats on cassette. And a lot of people commented and sent me links to CD copies of it, which are readily available overseas, which is awesome to know, because in America it doesn't really exist, but people have had them over the years and they've bought and sold them on Amazon and eBay. So, gonna order a copy of that on CD soon, but I can't remember the user who turned me on to this. This was very cool, and I had to pick it up. I found a copy, the Beach Boys Golden Greats Volume 2, which as far as I know is only released in Sweden. And again, my apologies to the user who sent me to turn me on to show me this thing. So if you know who you are, please write me in the comments and let me know. That way I can give you credit. But a few people told me about this, and I went on Discogs, which I don't normally do, and I bought it from Discogs, and it came in really good shape from somewhere in America. But it's funny looking at the track listing on this thing, because it's equally just as impressive as Volume 1. Surfer Safari, 409, 10 Little Indians, Shutdown, Farmer's Daughter, that's a rare one, Hawaii, yeah. Surfer Girl, how is that not on the other one? Be True to Your School, In My Room, Wendy, and side 2 is Little Honda, Dance, 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 All Summer Long, Do You Want to Dance, The Little Girl I Once Knew, good choice there, Salt Lake City, that's impressive, Wild Honey, yeah, Friends, Bluebirds Over the Mountain, and Cotton Fields, with a really nice picture of them on the back of their car. And I'll show you the label. It's on the purple capital label. So yeah, this was a hell of a find. Definitely something I'm very happy to have in my collection. And I love the cover. It recalls back to the first one. I like the text, the font, the layout. It's just a simple looking cover, but it's so striking and effective. And this dude's crashing this wave, like, it's so cool. But excellent track listing. I mean, it's definitely Volume 1 and Volume 2 to a T. So, love that. So that's it for today's episode of Hey! Look at that Beach Boys thing. The show where I show you things from my Beach Boys collection that I thought you might like. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Giggens. This has been Hey, Look at That Beach Boys thing. I'll see you in the next episode. See ya!